Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, I'm going to be showcasing what is, in my opinion, the best salary cap lineup for this new round of salary cap that is starting now in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 18,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I say 18K. We'll be at 18K by the time you'll see this video. So I guess we're pushing towards 20K. Trying to hit 20K by the end of February. The growth and support on the channel has been crazy, and I really appreciate all y'all's support so much. But yeah, would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. New adventure, pushing towards 20K. That's a huge milestone. So hopefully we'll be there by the end of February. But either way, I appreciate all the support. And yeah, without further ado, let's hop right into it. So salary cap this round rewards you with a diamond Jack Sigma. I did get Latrell Sprewell in round 1 of this season, so I am definitely looking forward to trying to get Jack Sigma in this round. You get a deluxe badge pack, a token, a 'Tis the Season present deluxe pack, 5,000 MT, 3 tokens, 10 more 1,000 MT, and then diamond Jack Sigma at 2,000. The Ascension is 2,500, and the Ascensions are actually pretty good, so I'd say it's worth going to 2,500 points in salary cap. The good thing about salary cap is it's just a very rewarding game mode in general. Between the rewards that you're getting every couple of games, between all this stuff, in addition to that Ascension at the end and the vault prizes, and the fact that the games are pretty quick and you make like 4,000 MT a game as well. So overall, I think salary cap's a very rewarding mode, and I definitely encourage people to play that mode. As I also think it's a very good mode to learn 5v5 online, because you don't have to have the best team in the game to have a solid salary cap lineup. Obviously, the lineup that I have for salary cap may not be a lineup that every single person has every card for, because I'm using several free rewards and stuff, but I think this is a great team, and without further ado, I guess let's show y'all the lineup. So this is the lineup I have right now. I understand it's only got 8 guys, and I'm going to explain the thinking as to why this is the lineup that I am using currently. I think an 8-man lineup is enough in salary cap. In all honesty, the games are not that long. You play a 6-minute first half, and then you play another generally about 6 to 8 minute second half. Like in total, it's between 12 and 15 minutes of gameplay in general, sometimes even a little bit less than that. I'd say between 10 and 15 minutes of gameplay. And honestly, you can pretty close to run a 5-man with relative ease. You could realistically run a 5-man, I think, and have success, but there is the potential for injuries. Fatigue can also be annoying, so it's nice to have substitutions. And the good thing about running this 8-man lineup is you have a substitute at every single position if need be, in case of injury or in case of fatigue or whatever you want to do. You can change players out throughout the game, and this gives you a substitute at every single spot, which I think is really valuable, because I can put in Brandon Jennings for SGA and still have B. Roy, and I could put in Brandon Jennings, slide SGA to the 2, and take Brandon Roy out and put him in for some rest. I could put both Brandon Jennings and Herb Jones in, rest both of them. I could put Herb Jones the 3 if I want. Cliff Robinson can come in for the 4 or the 5 to give both of them breathers. I just think there's a lot of flexibility with this lineup. Even Adam Morrison could slide to the 4. I could put Herb Jones the 3. There's a lot of lineup flexibility here with this 8-man lineup, and that is something that I think is really, really important, is that you do have a little bit of options if necessary in the event of injury or fatigue or whatever the case may be. I don't really recommend a 5-man because, in all honesty, realistically, it's hard to build a 5-man lineup that's OP. You know what I mean? Because when you look at the prices of these cards, obviously SGA is cheap, Brandon Roy is cheap, Kareem is cheap, but those are some of the very cheapest diamonds in the game. Now, to be fair, I will say prices for salary cap have certainly dropped. There are now more diamonds that are available. Like, there are a good amount of diamonds under 2,000 that you can use now, including some really good ones. Guys like Greg Oden, Kwame Brown, Grant Hill, Clyde Drexler, Dennis Rodman, even that Bosch card. Like, there's some pretty good cards, and a lot of the good amethysts and rubies are also really cheap. So I definitely think the amethysts and rubies are really good to put in here. For example, some of the guys that I have, Herb Jones is a great card to use. Brandon Jennings is a primary ball handler off the bench. I like him. Sharif Abdur-Rahim is a all-around budget beast. 600 salary for him as well. Cliff Robinson, another 600 salary card. All 3 of those guys are really good. Ruby Mitchell Robinson Evolved is a really good budget card as well, who's also 600, although I don't have him evoed, so I'm not using him. But it's important to have a good mix of those cheaper budget guys so you have some depth to your lineup, in addition to making sure you get some top tier cards. Obviously, SGA is a really easy choice for me. He's a top tier player still, and he's super cheap. Brandon Roy and Kareem are both very, very good diamonds that I have a little bit souped up with B-Roy as well, and they're also super cheap and super affordable, so they're definitely worth throwing into the lineup. Adam Morrison, on the other hand, this one is a little bit of a force. I'm kind of forcing him into my lineup simply because I want another shot creator, another offensive card, another kind of lead guard of sort, even though he isn't a guard, but I just want the shot creation, and I think for 4,000, his salary is cheap enough where he's worth running, because comparable 4,000 players there are some good guys that are options. Like, I could throw in, for example, Grant Hill for 1,800 and put Kwame Brown in. I would have the space to do it, but I really want the primary ball handler options, and having SGA and Adam Morrison as legit ball handlers in addition to Brandon Jennings off the bench gives me the ability to just outscore my opponent because I have multiple primary ball handlers, and most people's salary cap lineups simply aren't really going to have that, and I think that's something that is really, really beneficial for my lineup, and I think it's something that gives me a little bit of an edge. In general, I really enjoy the salary cap mode. I think I am enjoying it more than a lot of other people actually are enjoying the mode, though. I think it's a great mode for this type of stuff. I also think it can be a great mode, especially later in the year, for theme teams as we continue to get more and more usable cards from different teams and stuff. So in my opinion, I do actually think that salary cap is a very good mode, and it's nice to see a decent mode reward. Because this Jack Sigma is actually... Oh, I just did not mean to back out of my team. That was an accident. But this Jack Sigma is actually a good card. Like, is Drazen Petrovic going to be good? I think that's unlikely. He's the ultimate reward this season. I think it's very unlikely he'll be good. If his animations aren't changed, he will be awful, because his animations suck. Hopefully they do get changed. I'm not counting on it, though. But regardless, this Sigma card is legitimately good. Latrell Sprewell was decent, but this is a 6'11 big, 91 offense, 95 defense who has interior badges on both ends of the court, as well as a really, really good jump shot release and the ability to be athletic and stretch and dunk the ball as well. He's got a great release. He's a versatile big. He can dunk the ball well. He's not super crazy fast, but I think he can be workable, especially if you give him a speed shoe. I understand the speed of the ball and excel are low, but overall, Sigma has an elite release. He's going to be a great pick and pop big who's also a versatile, good dunking big, can guard on the interior, can play on the interior offensively. He's a versatile option at the center position. I think he's one of the best salary cap. I think he's the best salary cap reward that we've gotten since like season 1, in all honesty. That's how good that Sigma card is. So if you're going to play salary cap, this would be, in my opinion, I should say, 2 weeks to do it. You have 2 weeks to complete this salary cap way round. I think it's worth doing. I think Jack Sigma's really good. If you need a budget big, he can be an awesome free option. Then obviously, like I said, the other rewards can make you some good MT as you go throughout salary cap as well. I've enjoyed salary cap so far this season. I'm looking forward to playing it again this week and getting the Sigma card. And hopefully this lineup does help you a lot, as well as give you a good picture of how, in my opinion at least, to build a salary cap lineup right now. So that is going to do it for this video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.